All right, y'all. All right, we need to talk about this, okay? We have to remember it is not about the narcissist, okay? We so get caught up in the narcissist, and yes, we educate on them. We educate on them because people need to know about the spirit of Jezebel. People need to know about all these narcissists that are around in our presence, in our midst, and they're trying to take you out. But at the end of the day, I need you to realize that it is not about them. Okay, it is not about the enemy, and it will be for a short time, okay? You need to be angry about that. You need to be upset about that because for far too long, you know, when you're dealing with narcissists, they want to act like they want to use your anger against you. And I was like that. I was taught, oh no, don't ever get angry. Just forgive and let it go. You know what I mean? But at some point you need to forgive. But anger is okay. Okay? You know, you don't want to give in for that anger, but it's okay to be angry for a time because you're going to use that anger. It's okay to be righteously angry, okay? Because God is going to use that righteous indignation to fuel you, okay? So you need to get mad. Some of y'all need to stop sitting there, oh, well, you know, that's just how they are. No, that is just not how they are. Do you know, get mad at the enemy. The enemy tried to come in there and steal your joy. He tried to steal your peace. He tried to steal your strength. He tried to steal the gifting that is in you, okay? So why wouldn't you be mad at that? If somebody came into your house and tried to steal your belongings, are you going to be like, oh, well, you know, they needed that. Oh, just forgive and let it go. No, you are going to call the authorities. You're going to call the police, okay? In the physical, you're going to call the police and you're going to make a report. And that's the same thing that you have to do in the spirit. You have to contact God. You call him up on your prayer line. You get in your prayer closet and you tell him what the enemy tried to do. The narcissist tried to come in there. The abuser tried to come in there. The person who hates you tried to come in there and sift you out. Sift you out, okay? They tried to take you out and break you down. And you're going to sit there, oh, well, just let it go. No, get upset. Sometimes there's a time and a place. There's a time to be sad. There's a time to be mad. There's a time for sorrow. There's a time for peace. There's a time to be glad. Okay? So the God said there's a time for everything. Make no mistake, Jesus Christ got angry when he went into the temple and flipped over the tables. Okay? So we have to remember that there's a time and place for everything. It is okay for you because you're going to use that anger. You're going to use that anger for a season. Now, you don't stay in anger. You can't stay there because that's dangerous for you. That's like drinking poison and expecting your enemy to die. So you don't stay in that place, but you use that anger. You use that to fuel you to do better. You use that to fuel you to get into your righteous purpose. You use that to propel you to your gifting, okay? And then you flip it. And then you got to remember it's not about them. Oh, and then you got to let it go. After that, you got to let it go because you don't want it to make you bitter and not better. Okay? So what if they left you? So what if they tried to cheat on you? So what if they tried to do you wrong? You go make that report to your God, to our God, to the Heavenly Father. You go make that report to him. And you let them know, Father, this is what happened to me. I'm hurt about this. They hurt me, Heavenly Father. I did all this for them and they stabbed me in my back. I did all this for her and she stabbed me in my back. I did all this for him and he stabbed me in my back and made me out to be the enemy and made me out to be the bad guy. You go to God and you give him that. You talk to him. That God can handle what you have, okay? But some of us need to get upset about what the enemy is doing. The enemy is trying to rob you, okay? So make a report to God. Tell him what's on your mind. Tell him that you're hurting. Tell him you want your joy back. You want your peace back. You want your life back. You want your strength back. You want your voice back. Okay? You don't let the enemy keep you down. You don't sit there in defeat. Okay? It's okay to cry. Oh yeah, you're going to cry for a season. You're going to be isolated for a season. You're going to be despair. You're going to be in despair for a season. But God, then you get up out of that. You allow God to isolate you. You allow God to build you up. You allow God to prune you from the inside out. You allow God to shed on you. You work your salvation out with fear and trembling every day. and you allow God to heal you from the inside out. But it's not a snap your thing type of event. Okay, healing is a process, and that's what the enemy has tried to come in here and narcissists are coming. Oh, you're not over there yet? Over that yet? No, I ain't over it. No, I ain't over it just yet. But I'm getting through it. I'm gonna be better. Okay, I'm not gonna be like you. So take your time. Every step is important. Okay, there is a season where you're going to focus on the narcissist because you're trying to learn what has happened to you. You're trying to process. Your mind psychologically and physiologically is trying to process what exactly has happened to you. What has happened to you? What the enemy has tried to come into another person. The enemy is in that person, and that spirit has tried to sift you out. Okay? So yeah, you're going to try to find out everything. You're going to try to wrap your mind around what has happened to you, and it still won't make sense because the enemy doesn't make sense, okay? He is who he is. He's a coward, and he works through cowardly people and people who are hurt just like we were, but decided to go another route, okay? And that's what the narcissist does. They are the embodiment of Satan, all right? They allow themselves to be used for the enemy's purpose, to hurt people, because hurt people, right? And that's what they do. They're covert. They think they can fool everybody. They're all up in these churches, running, stealing your money, the time that you're not supposed to be doing. They're telling you about laws that you're supposed to be following that they don't even follow, okay? But that's another story for another time, all right? But you're going to focus on the narcissist for a season so you can learn all about them so you don't have to go through this again. You're going to break those soul ties, okay? I don't care if it's your mother, your father, your husband, your boyfriend, whoever, your girlfriend, whoever it is. You got to break that soul tie. You got to bind that up here on earth so it can be bound on earth and it can be loosed in heaven. And you're going to loose, God's protection, God's protection in your life, okay? But you got to understand the process, that grieving is a process. You are grieving the loss of a relationship that never was. I don't care who it was. If they are a narcissist, they have that spirit. It was not a real relationship. It was real to you. But to them, you are just a resource. To them, you are just another source of supply. Okay? And if it's your parents, it's the same thing. You're just another source of supply. So the sooner you come to terms with what you are dealing with and stop dancing around it and tap dancing, they're just evil. Okay? That's what they are. They've chosen to be this way. And yes, they will absolutely have glimpses of niceness. They will have glimpses of sanity, okay? But that spirit, when you make them mad, when you tell them something that they do not want to hear, when you tell them no, that evil will rise up in them and you will see who the true person is. When you unveil the facade, you will see what you were dealing with all along. Trust me. I've seen the devil up front, and it is nothing to play with. So I don't, that's just who they, I don't play with that. Once I see that in you, you're out. You're out. I don't care who you are, okay? I will pray from you from a distance because that is what God commanded us to do, all right? He did not say sit in relationship with fools and cantankerous people. He told us to get away from them, okay? So don't let these people in these churches, don't let these people try to hold you to something that they wouldn't stay in, okay? Now, I'm not advocating for divorce, but I'm not advocating for somebody beating up on your behind or emotionally abusing you. Talking about that's my husband, I'm gonna stay with him. You a fool. God said you are a fool. Okay, you can don't stay and pray. Okay, you get away from them and you pray for them and you allow them to hit rock bottom and pray for God to remove the scale off of their eyes. You don't sit in an abusive relationship. I don't care who it is. Okay, because that is not what God has designed us to do. We are supposed to be ambassadors for the kingdom of Christ. Okay, and God does not have people who are getting abused in his kingdom. He does not want that for you. He does not want that for your life. Okay. So don't get just for a season. For a season, you're going to have to learn. You're going to have to learn all about the narcissist and you're going to tuck it away, okay? And then you ask God to prune you from the inside out. You ask him to release those soul ties from you. You ask him to build you up. And you're going to you use that righteous indignation to flip that, okay? And then you turn lemons into lemonade. You turn pain into your purpose, all right? and you allow God to work on you and your gift, and you watch, well, give that pain, give it all to God, and you watch what he's going to do, okay? He's going to work on you from the inside out, and he's going to break every chain. But it's okay. Healing is a process, y'all. Have a good one.